Do you have the thought that why should you upgrade to the latest flagship this year? Does it have enough upgrade that is worth my money? Or even does it have what it takes to be better than last year's flagship? This is what we are going to answer in this video. I am Alex Ong from Mr. Tax, and you are now watching the comparison of the HTC U12 Plus and the HTC U11. HTC might not in good shape, but they did not back up on providing the best to their consumers. HTC U12 Plus managed to deliver the best and also improve on the already great HTC U11. We are not going to talk about the hardware upgrade, but also the experience upgrade that HTC U12 Plus managed to deliver over the HTC U11. Before we start, let us clear off the specifications for both smartphones. You can pause the video here as the specifications for both smartphones is shown in the video. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 are sporting what HTC called liquid glass surface back design. HTC U11 is the first generation liquid glass surface, while HTC U12 Plus is sporting the semi-transparent liquid glass surface. I like both liquid glass surface, but for my personal taste, I will still choose the solar red color that found on HTC U11. I have not seen the flame red HTC U12 Plus in person, as the only option available in Malaysia is the semi-transparent liquid glass surface. If you ask me which position of the fingerprint sensor should be, I would definitely tell you that at the front. Front fingerprint sensor is definitely more convenient than back fingerprint sensor. When you put your phone at the table, you can unlock your phone without the need to pick it up for the front fingerprint sensor. However, in order to achieve narrow bezel, some sacrifices need to be done, like moving the fingerprint sensor to the back. This is some sacrifice that I do not mind to make. At the front, you will find a 6-inch 18:9 Quad HD Super LCD 6 display on HTC U12 Plus. You will find a 5.5-inch 16:9 Quad HD Super LCD 5 display on HTC U11. Both smartphones are using Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Super LCD 6 that found on HTC U12 Plus supports DCI P3, sRGB, and HDR10, while Super LCD 5 that found on HTC U11 only supports sRGB. Can I notice the difference between Super LCD 6 and Super LCD 5? The only difference that I can notice is that Super LCD 6 is able to produce slightly more colorful image than Super LCD 5. But if you are not putting these two side by side, you will not notice much. One thing that I do really enjoy is the ability to play back HDR video. Watching HDR video is such an enjoyable experience as you can see more things in the video. Are you missing out on HTC U11 without the support of HDR? I will say no, as there are not much of HDR content available in the market. The only streaming service that supports 4K HDR that I can think of in Malaysia is Netflix. Given that you are willing to pay over 50 ringgit Malaysia every month to enjoy HDR content. At the top of the display, you will find the dual 8-megapixel cameras, earpiece that act as the secondary boom sound speaker, microphone, and sensors on HTC U12 Plus. You will find the earpiece that act as secondary boom sound speaker, sensors, microphone, and single 16-megapixel camera on HTC U11. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 are IP certified with IP68 on HTC U12 Plus and IP67 on HTC U11. You can use HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 near fresh water without it get damaged. HTC U12 Plus is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, while HTC U11 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835. I could not notice much of the performance differences even when I am doing heavy-duty tasks like gaming. One thing that I did notice is that HTC U12 Plus tends to heat up more than HTC U11. I could feel the heat on both sides of the frame, while HTC U11 tends to only warm up. There are no drop performance experience even with the phone heats up. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 are running on Android 8.0 Oreo with Sense UI on top. HTC promised that both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 will receive Android 9.0 Pie. HTC U12 Plus supports both treble and seamless system updates, while HTC U11 does not support both treble and seamless system updates. On HTC U12 Plus, you will get Edge Sense 2, while HTC U11 you will get Edge Sense. Both Edge Sense and Edge Sense 2 can short squeeze and long squeeze to call out action, but Edge Sense 2 can do more like double tap and holding on to call out action. What I really like about Edge Sense 2 is the smart rotate function. HTC U12 Plus sports dual camera at the rear, while HTC U11 sports a single f1.7 12MP camera at the rear. Dual camera on HTC U12 Plus is the combination of f1.75 12MP wide-angle lens with f2.6 16MP telephoto lens. Trust me, I have never been that excited for dual camera. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 received quite high DxO mark for their respective period, and they do deliver the quality photos. HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 are able to capture great photos in the day and also good photos during low light. HTC U12 Plus tends to capture higher contrast photos than the HTC U11. HTC U12 Plus also have wider dynamic range than HTC U11. Which one do I like the most? Of course HTC U12 Plus photos. But if you are not having eagle eye, you will not notice the difference much. Are you missing out much with HTC U11 camera? Of course not. It's still able to capture better photos than a lot of smartphones out there. The only thing that you will miss out is the great portrait photo that HTC U12 Plus is able to capture. If you are interested to know more about how great the portrait photos are, you can watch the HTC U12 Plus review and the comparison of HTC U12 Plus and Xiaomi Pocophone F1. I will leave the link to both videos on the description down below, or you can find it on the top right corner. As for video, you can shoot 1080p, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second and 4K 30 frames per second video on both smartphones. But HTC U12 Plus is able to shoot 4K 60 frames per second video. As for slow motion video, HTC U12 Plus will be able to shoot 1080p 240 frames per second, while HTC U11 only able to shoot 1080p 120 frames per second. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 are able to shoot 3D audio and high-res audio video. Just like photos, HTC U12 Plus will shoot higher contrast video and also more vibrant colors video than the HTC U11. You will get very steady video on 1080p 30 frames per second on both smartphones. When it comes to audio, you will be blown by the boom sound dual speakers that you will find on these two smartphones. However, HTC U12 Plus boom sound dual speakers is better than HTC U11. This does not mean that HTC U11 is having a bad boom sound dual speakers, but HTC managed to improve the boom sound dual speakers that you will find on HTC U12 Plus. It is louder and able to output better detailed sound on HTC U12 Plus than on HTC U11. If you hate dongle, you will be hating these two smartphones as HTC removed the 3.5mm headphone jack on these two smartphones. HTC do include the USB-C earbuds in the packaging for these two smartphones, but HTC do not include the DAC included USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack converter in the packaging of HTC U12 Plus. You will definitely immerse in your music world with the combination of USB-C earbuds with Usonic and active noise cancellation. HTC U12 Plus comes with a larger 3500 mAh battery with the support of Qualcomm Quick Charge 4.0, while HTC U11 comes with a 3000 mAh battery with the support of Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. Both smartphones can provide me roughly 1 day of battery life even though HTC U12 Plus comes with a larger battery. Both HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11 come with a Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 charger in the packaging and both need roughly 1.5 hours to fully recharge. If HTC included a Quick Charge 4.0 charger in the packaging of HTC U12 Plus, then you will be able to enjoy faster charging speed. Year-to-year upgrade may not be exciting anymore, but HTC still managed to bring much improvement that you will be excited to upgrade to HTC U12 Plus. You will be enjoying your content on HTC U12 Plus cinematic level display. You will be immersed more into the music world with the improved boom sound dual speakers, and you will be able to capture better photos with HTC U12 Plus. Should you upgrade from the HTC U11 to the HTC U12 Plus? Why not? You will not be regret with the upgrade. That is all for this comparison. If you are interested to know more about HTC U12 Plus and HTC U11, you can find a playlist for both smartphones at the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. See you on the next video.